hello. It's Dr. Dawn. Hi, everybody. Hey. It's Mystical Monday. Thank you for joining me tonight. Hey, it is Mystical Monday Live. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Dr. Dawn checking in. It's Monday night. It's 9 o'clock p.m. Okay, I'm back, YouTube. Baby, they playing with us. I don't know. It's a lot going on over here. It's a lot going on. TikTok, look, TikTok say they still up and running. They done moved. Some of them left from YouTube and went over there. We back. We up and running on YouTube, y'all. In case you want to come back, we gonna see how this go. We gonna see how this goes. Yes, I am on TikTok. Somebody asked me. Yes, I am on TikTok and YouTube right now, live. We gonna see how we do this. Y'all, it's been a lot going on. Dr. Dawn is doing too much talking over here on these here social media airwaves. They've been trying to get at me a little bit. These energetic frequencies, both in the spiritual and the physical realm, honey. They've been trying to get me, but they can't get me. They ain't got me yet. Y'all, let me tell you something. It's been a week. It's been a week. Last week we had an episode that hit the most views that I've ever had on my platform. Now, y'all probably thinking it's thousands and thousands of views. No, it wasn't. It was like 1,500. That's a lot over here on these Discovering Your Inner Light streets. 1,500 views is a lot. And so that video last week got 1,500 views. And with those 1,500 views came a lot of comments from you guys, a lot of interaction. I loved it. A lot of little outside interaction too. Baby, they tried to hack Dr. Dawn last week, tried to hack on my social media sites, tried to shut me down. Baby, my intuition said, no. We're gonna stay 2 steps ahead. So we caught that. And I just knew that with the information that I'm starting to share with you guys, see, when you're doing something, when something start happening, when things start happening. Okay. And so we gonna flow with it. And these little glitches, we gonna flow with these too. We gonna flow with them because we can still work through them and around them to get to where we going. And we gonna do that. We gonna do it. So I appreciate you guys for showing up, showing out on this live as well as on the replay. Yeah, baby, y'all show up in them comments. And Dr. Dawn had time last week. She was in them comments responding to y'all as best as I could, and as much as I could until I literally energetically, I kind of shut down and said, okay, that's enough. but I tried to hit as many of your comments and questions as I could, because last week's topic, where we introduced timeline and quantum jumping, getting you guys ready for the leap, for the jump. We went a little over last week, but it was paramount because I felt like it was beneficial to where most people were in their journeys right now. And so we did that and we got through it. We got through it. But like I said, it came with some other little stuff afterwards, but that's okay. It's to be expected. It's to be expected. So I want to let you guys know we still in it. We still in it. We still moving forward. A lot of you guys went through that jump cycle. Yay, 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 yay. I checked in on y'all midway through to tell you, hang on in there, hang on in there. You guys, many of you are on your new timeline. Bravo, you did it. You did it. You may not see it actually, but you should be feeling a little something that lets you know and indicate you on a different timeline. Even if it's something as simplistic as you having a different outlook on something now. That's huge when you're on a new timeline. Don't look for everything to look so different, but you're gonna start to feel different. You're gonna start to see things different. You're gonna start to interpret things a little differently to indicate you've shifted and that you're on this new trajectory. Okay, and so now as you stabilize in it, y'all are stabilizing in it now, because you got to adjust and adapt. As you stabilize in it, you will begin to see more remnants to let you know and confirm that you're on this new timeline. Okay, so we made it through. We made it through that. We got the 7-7 portal. It's creeping up on us tomorrow, and we know that the energy will be magnified with that as well, and that's good. For many of you who feel as if you missed the jump cycle last week, it's okay. It's okay. Those jump cycles are going to be coming for the next 4 years. Y'all going to be jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping. And so we're going to become very skilled at jumping. And so that was like I've introduced this before in other videos, but I think this time is where I really locked in on it for you guys. And we really made it more meaningful as it relates to your current reality. Okay, so don't worry. Don't worry. You got more jump cycles coming. You do. We're going to talk a little bit about, now that you've arrived on this new timeline, kind of what that means, and how while you're on this new timeline, while you're on this new timeline, y'all getting ready to have to stay in your lane now. You're going to have to stay in your lane. We're going to talk about what that means. We're going to talk about what that means and what that looks like. Okay. Look at this. Come on in, TikTok. 58 people over there on TikTok. Come on. And they got 40 over here on YouTube. Y'all showing up, showing up. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I done already missed a little bit earlier because I was having some technical issues, but that's all right. We on now. So let's get moving and let's talk about you arriving on this new timeline and what that means for you guys. Okay. As I just mentioned, many of you have completed a quantum jump. You are now continuing to stabilize in this new frequency. You'll be stabilizing for a while because you've got to adapt. You've got to adjust. Your body has to kind of connect to it, if you will. That's why we say stabilize, because your body has to lock in. Your awareness has to lock into it as well. And you got to kind of get used to it. Used to it. Let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you what this means for my spiritual teachers, healers, awakened souls, chosen ones, if you want to, star seeds, whatever you're calling yourself and you feel connected to in this moment of being clear and awakened. The next 4 years are now going to be yours. Let me tell you what that means now. See, up until this point, many of us were connected to the idea that not only did we have to awaken, but we had to assist with the awakening and the evolution of the collective. We were out here moving and shaking and working like it was our job now. It was our job to help and assist others to awaken. That's how we were moving. When in actuality, we had to remember the big picture of this matrix, that everybody is not here to awaken. and that the awakened ones are a small percentage of the entire group of players that are playing in this matrix simulation. So, in this matrix simulation, as a review, we have the awakened souls, or the souls that are character players, the ones with souls, the ones who are here on mission, purpose. You're here to kind of change the game and the system, okay? Because you're in this simulation to play. We have the soulless beings, who are actually not here to change the system, if you will. They are here to kind of reiterate, enhance, and reinforce the system, if you will. Okay. As well as the non player characters. Some people call them background characters, beings who are just here to take up space. I sometimes put non player characters and soulless beings. I got to put them both in the same category because they're both in the category of of not being character players as the beings with souls are. So I just put them in a category together. All right. Now, with us knowing this information, and we know that the character players, the beings with souls, are a small percentage. Guess what? Awakened ones, chosen ones, star seeds, beings of light. Your goal was to awaken the character players, the souls, the beings that are playing the game. Your goal was to come and awaken them. Your goal was not to awaken the non-player characters. Your goal was not to awaken the soulless soul players because they're not playing for the same purposes as you, because they're not in the category as you are. They are literally without souls, without uh character participation. They are separate from you. So all this time we have been collectively working to wake up each other, because the more of us that awaken, the more you shift the playing field and the game. So you were never here to awaken those beings that are not here to awaken. You were never here to do that. But many of us got caught up in the whole idea of, I got to be of service. I got to shine my light. I got to assist in awakening as many beings as I can, because the more beings on the playing field, the better, because we got to change and shake this system. So we got caught up and forgot that everybody wasn't here to awaken. Now y'all got to remember. Now you got to remember that, because it's going to be very paramount to you, awakened ones, over the next 4 years. Now, I told you guys, I said, for all you awakened souls, there's going to come a point where you're going to have to put yourself first and the other beings second. We in that moment now. You're on that timeline now. You are now going to become more aware of which beings are soulless and which beings are NPCs. You're going to be very aware of that now, because that's going to stick out to you now. It's going to be more prevalent now, because now you're going to have more time, more energy, more focus. And so now you're not going to get so caught up in the interactions of those two characters, or non-characters, if you will. Many of them appear human, but the soulless ones don't have a soul, as don't the non-player characters. They are missing the inner light, you guys. They are missing that inner spark that you have, and they are unable to spiritually awaken. They're all around you, all around you. We know that they exist in our families, our friends, significant others, co-workers. They're everywhere. And up until now, you've been putting up with them. You've been putting up with them because you're telling yourself, I can assist them with awakening. They're going to awaken soon. I can lead by example. I want y'all to realize something. The veil is gone. There's no more veil. There's nothing hiding their connection to source. Nothing anymore. The entire reason many beings incarnated here is because that veil was still covering the connection to source, aka God. So your presence was needed to insert and magnify and illuminate light to assist with the awareness of those who were still in darkness. Guess what? The light ain't covered up now. It ain't covered up no more. So guess what? All who ain't woke, y'all finish that phrase. You finish it. Because there's nothing stopping them now from connecting to source. The veil is totally 100% lifted. So what you think you going to do? If the veil is lifted, the energies and frequencies from source are coming through. What you think your light going to do? Aggravate you, energetically drain you in the process. You're now getting ready to awaken to your limitations as it relates to why you're here and what you should be doing at this time. Because you're going to start to realize your old methods and things that you were doing, it ain't going to work now. If you are a practitioner, as I mentioned it before in the beginning, spiritual teacher, healer, light worker, grid worker, light co-activator, everybody down here, right? Everybody assistant right now. Your efforts are going to be a little different now. You're going to see things, the response to what you're doing now, very differently. The veil is gone. So you doing your thing for some of these individuals is an overexhausted effort that's not needed. Now y'all got to wake up and be able to discern and differentiate between when your services are needed and when they are not. Baby Dr. Dawn is doing it left and right. I'm letting people know, I don't think I can assist you. Don't think I can. See, because it's going to stand out to you now what you're here and who you're here to assist and who you are not. See, Dr. Dawn can usually recognize a being with a soul because the way they look at me, the way I see them through their eyes. You can recognize beings with a soul and beings without. Beings without a soul look so blank, lost, withdrawn, almost as if they're staring at you with minimal to no connection or movement. There's an absence of light. Come on, light beings, you can sense light. And when there's an absence of light, you know it. See, up until now, you overlooked it because you thought you could bring the light in. You say, I can bring the light. I don't see it, but I'm gonna assist with bringing the light. I'm gonna activate them and get that light. You ain't gonna activate nothing at this point. See, a lot of these soulless souls, they watch humans. They watch us so they can learn how to imitate our emotions because emotions are not something they're very wrapped too tight to. Empathy is very difficult for them. Very, very difficult. It is often absent. It is because of this, awakened ones, beings of light, they will drain your energy to the point of no return. Specifically empaths, they will drain you till you ain't got nothing left. If you are a practitioner, they will come see you 5, 6, 7, 8 times just to drain your energy intentionally. Being in awareness now. Being in awareness. Start to get yourself wrapped around the concept of you ain't got to do it just because you need the money. No. So you get ready to pull out of that, awakened ones. You got 4 years to pull out of that mindset, connection, and that conditioned belief. We've been talking about it, but we ain't been about it. We still offering services. We still trying to get clients to come in. But now you got to be real, you got to be selective. You got to look at what you're doing, because you got to start looking at your avatar now and what's best for your avatar at this point and where you are on this timeline. Recognize the beings who do not and cannot discuss spiritual concepts. They have no connection, no awareness, no desire. Very connected to the material world. Put the distance between them and you. You will be a sponge right about now. An energetic sponge. See, don't get so specific now that you try to differentiate a soulless soul from an NPC. Don't get wrapped up in that. Is it a soulless soul? Is it an NPC? Like, which one is it? We don't care which one it is. You just need to differentiate how they make you feel. That's all you need to do, is recognize the feeling connected to them, these beings. And to remember, everyone is not here to awaken. Continue to tell yourself that everyone is not here to awaken. You are now shifting, you guys. You awakened souls. You are shifting now to frequency alignment. Alignment with souls that align with your frequency. That's where you are now. We've been operating solo up until this point. Awakened ones, we've been doing our thing on our own. That's getting ready to shift. Because see, what you're going to find once we get to 2030, it's going to be difficult to jump timelines after 2030. Because the vibrations needed to do this are going to begin to close out. So guess what? Awakened ones, you got from now to 2030 to get yourself together, to get you in alignment. You're going to be so focused on you right now, your spiritually based practice is going to pivot. It's going to pivot in what you're doing. Because you now have to put the focus more on you and what you're doing and how that can be of assistance to the collective in a way that does not allow you to get pulled into characteristics, services, and beings of the old timeline. Now, I said at the beginning of this, I said basically the veil is gone. There is no veil. So basically, how you're responding to the frequencies now is how it's going to be. It's how it's going to be. So when we understand this now, when we understand this and we grasp this concept now, we're going to see ourselves now creating an earth that imitates or reflects this next. See, by 2030, you guys, by 2030, your soul is going to begin to crystallize. Now, we're not going to be in our crystalline bodies. Y'all don't be looking to be see-through in 4 years. Now, we're not going to be walking like that. But your soul is going to start the crystallization process. And with this process, maybe it's going to be moving you towards eternal life, an eternal life timeline. You're going to be shifting and moving towards that. Everybody ain't doing that. Some beings will remain sealed in a finite simulation. That's going to loop. It's going to loop. The beings whose souls are going to start to crystallize, you're going to start moving towards returning to source, aka God. Those who will not will timeline in a loop and continue in the simulation, Now, for all of y'all, I got some people, what about my kids? What about y'all know how y'all do. They ain't going to know they in the loop. They ain't going to know they in the simulation. You're not getting ready to be sucked up into the rapture, into the clouds. You're still going to be here, but you will be very distant and very disconnected. Do you get that? See, because what's going to keep most of the awakened ones, because just because you awaken, that don't mean you're moving towards that timeline of connection to source. That don't mean that, because you all, including myself, We must make sure we are not carrying any variables that will keep or hold us in this loop. Variables such as grief, guilt, fear. We must be cleansed and cleared of that, or we gonna be looping. That's why right about now, y'all gonna be like, hold on, wait a minute now. I ain't 100% guilt free, and I am a practitioner. Let me get myself together. That's what y'all getting ready to switch to. And any client or any person that's coming your way for your services or your assistance or your whatever that is triggering, pulling you back into it, allowing you to be put, you're gonna be like, oh no, 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 no. Ain't got nothing for you today. We knew this was coming. 3 years ago, I mentioned to you guys, I said, come on, y'all got to get into discernment. You got to get into not depending on spiritually based practitioners because it's going to come a time where you got to stand on your own. I've been saying this. I've been saying it's coming. It's here now. It's here. Everybody's got to stand. Everybody's got to stand. Now, don't get me wrong. Dr. Dawn is not saying don't ever seek a service again. Don't ever come see me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying now when you come to see me personally, I can't speak for no other practitioner. But when you come to see me, don't come to see me saying, I'm tired of this. I can't do it. I don't know why, what the universe is why the universe keeps showing me that. Why I'm not doing it. No. Y'all ain't taking me that. Oh, no, 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 no. You're going to come up. You're going to come up to meet me where I am. Or I can't do nothing for you. And that's for real. That is for real. Somebody say stand on business is the vibe here and out. There you go. Dr. Dawn standing on business now. See, because some of these beings do not realize, baby, the dark forces on their way out the door. They know that humanity is going to change and they've lost. But before they leave, they say, hold on. Let's see how many of these awakened ones we can take with us. Let's shake them up before we leave. They ain't getting ready to shake me up, sending y'all my way, signing up for no services, trying to pull me back to that other timeline. No, 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 no. Come on, spiritually based practitioners, you better get in awareness. You are not exempt. You are not exempt. You are par for the course, like everybody else here. This is what y'all getting ready to realize. Y'all have talked the talk up until now. You have talked it. You must walk it now. You must walk it from now until 2030. And doggone it, if spirit source is not getting ready to walk with you. See, from now until 2030, y'all gonna be activating them 12 strands of DNA. That's what y'all doing. Activation of these 12 strands of DNA will remove fear, will remove guilt, and any other programming that you got in there that is the opposite of where you headed. So that you don't remain in this grid system. That's what's going to be happening to you awakened ones. After 2030, as I mentioned to y'all before, any emotional state that is dominant for you, if you get to 2031 and you still sitting in guilt because you ain't bring everybody with you, everybody ain't where you are, and you feeling sad, that is the emotion that will remain with you, and it is where you shall remain in this simulation. If that's guilt, you stand in guilt. If that's fear, you stand in fear. Come on, practitioners. Come on, awakened ones. You must now, if you have any attachment to loving yourself, being in an awareness of what gives you peace, having boundaries that you can hold, and most of all, being in alignment. Any of that is shaky for you right now, you got time. You got time. And let's clarify what alignment means. See, I had somebody come into my Align and Shine 30-day program last week. Say, Dr. Dawn, I need you to give me something to help me to be able to kind of get through the day, because I'm in a situation that I know isn't aligned with me, but I need some things to assist me with being able to get through it till I can figure out how to transition out of the situation. I said, do you hear what you just said? You're telling me you're intentionally allowing yourself to be in a situation that you know is putting you out of alignment, and you coming on my screen to tell me to do something to help you to be able to cope while you going through it. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. When you get into your awareness and you say, okay, wait a minute, what am I doing here? So I provided some breathing techniques. I provided some strategies to assist with kind of getting your nervous system balanced in the moment when you feel off. But baby, let me tell you something. That ain't what alignment is. That's a temporary fix. Alignment is recognizing the meaning of everything that is occurring in your spirit at the moment it is occurring, and then doing something to shift it. That is alignment. If you ain't willing to do that, you ain't getting ready to be aligned. And that's wasting my time. That's wasting my time. Because we can go through every single situation that is causing you to be out of alignment. Bring meaning to it in the moment. But if you want to stay in it, there is no alignment that can be done. Practitioners, do you see that? That is allowing you to put yourself in the spiral of being pulled back to being your inauthentic self, because you know better. You see higher, you vibrate higher, you're guiding and assisting, and you're going to compromise that because somebody else ain't willing to shift. Y'all recognize alignment, practitioners, because many of us spiritual practitioners, we are taking ourselves out of alignment to accommodate the beings that are coming in front of us for the sake of a dollar. We can't do it. We cannot. We've got to be positioning ourselves now. We've got to be positioning ourselves over the next 4 years so that we can move into this new way of being, and activating our 12-strand DNA. You cannot do that. You can't activate 12 strands of DNA if you constantly put yourself in positions that compromise your authenticity. You can't do it. So you get ready to have to shift. You get ready to have to pivot. You're going to have to change what you're offering now to the collective. You have to do it different. See, because these dark forces, they get a little sneaky with you, a little tricky. They don't do the mass media stuff no more. They say, oh, they can see through that. They may not even do your family no more because they know y'all done concentrated on that with your shadow work. You done probably mapped out your family, broke them down piece by piece. You got that, they say, no, let's come through it another way. They'll come through it through the beings that they bring to you for your services. They will. And you think you being of service and you helping. And all along, you're slip sliding yourself in and out of where you need to be on your new timeline that you are stabilizing in. Let me tell y'all something. We know that reptilians know that humanity has won. We know that. They know that humanity's going to win in the end. Been through this cycle before. They know how it ends up. Many of them are fleeing now. They're fleeing Earth, fleeing this particular dimension and this realm. But as I mentioned before, they're going to try to play this system out as long as they can. Being an awareness of that. They're having difficulty coexisting with us right now. They're recognizing that beings right now on Earth, they either have to evolve and make some changes or not. Many are choosing to evolve and make some changes. You guys have beings of light that are here to support you. beings that you cannot see. I've talked about this before. They are guiding you towards listening to the signal. I had the opportunity to see Disclosure Day this past weekend. I'm late. I know I'm late to the party, y'all, but I wasn't guided to see it until this past weekend. I see why I wasn't guided till after this past weekend. They kept talking about the signal in there, getting the signal. See, Dr. Dawn said, wait a minute, I've been talking about the signal the last couple of mystical Mondays. And then here I come watching Disclosure Day. They talking about the signal. I said, okay, come on, spirit team. Y'all trying to show me. Okay, Dawn, you in alignment. You in alignment. Y'all better get with that signal. It's a real signal coming through the frequencies on this planet that is being shared by beings that are higher in dimension and frequency than we are. They're sending you signals to activate you, signals to guide you, signals to assist you on this new timeline. They're doing it. Beings of light, it is time to accept support for yourselves. You must accept support for yourselves. You are not in this by yourself. You never have been, both in the spiritual and physical realm. And so now you must accept assistance to assist you over these next 4 years as you continue to evolve. You are not without assistance. Many of us thought we were operating solo. We were channeling, meditating, getting information, sharing it as best we could. We were on platforms talking to each other here and there. But you're going to see more of us coming together now, because you're going to start really aligning with the frequencies that align with you. Oh, child, let me get this person off of TikTok, because they worrying me. Hold on. See, we don't do that. All right. Sorry, you guys. I had to get that person off. Y'all know Dr. Dawn don't have no tolerance for stupidity. All right. So now, since you guys, it's time for you to accept support. You guys have to realize that many of us have been under contract. We've been under abundance contracts that are now up for negotiation. I want to talk about the abundance. I'm kind of switching all over the place tonight because it's a lot to cover. It's a lot to cover on this new timeline and getting you guys. I feel like we're in orientation, if you will. Like for you just entered a new class or a new semester or something. I feel like this is orientation. So I'm giving y'all orientation on this new timeline tonight. Many of us are undergoing abundance contract releases. Let me tell you what that means. So if you are an awakened soul, and you're here on mission or purpose, that's what makes you different from the soulless souls and the NPCs. You're here on mission and on purpose because you're an active character in this matrix simulation. You're active. You're an active soul. So because of that, a lot of us, most of us, if not all of us, came in this simulation with some preconditioned contracts related to our concepts and connections to abundance that we've picked up in our soul. We've imprinted them from other lifetimes, other experiences, or just part of the simulation. These contracts have limited us from being able to receive wealth and material support. Now, I'm bringing this up because I got a lot of my spiritually based practitioners that's saying, I'm out here doing the work. I'm out here doing it. I am doing it as best I can without making financial compensation at the forefront. And so we know that we've had to heal from that. Many of us, our connection to money and all that. Okay, we got that. But we still are carrying some contracts that we don't even realize are still like in the works subconsciously. These contracts have limited us from receiving wealth and material because for many of us, receiving abundance has always felt unsafe for us on the soul level. Okay. Many of us have associated having wealth with being something that may throw us off of our spiritual path from past lives. And so subconsciously, we're carrying that, and we have like this protection mechanism. Like we knew it as self sabotage. At first, we would always say, "Oh, I self sabotage myself when it comes to charging for my services," or "Oh, I self sabotage when I think of having wealth and living an opulent life." Like the two don't go to hand in hand. We feel like that doesn't feel right for most of us because of the imprint that we've had from past lives and the contract that we've carried that has made us feel as if having abundance is not good for us as awakened ones. That contract is being removed now. It's being removed for many of you. Okay? It's that 888 abundance contract. It's getting out the way now. See, these kind of contractual agreements, they will a lot of times show up in your thoughts. A lot of us feel like it's better to give than to receive. That's that contract that got us thinking that way. It's better to give than to receive. Then other times you guys will feel like giving like your time, your energy, your wisdom, like you feel like, oh, I'm that doesn't cost me nothing, so I shouldn't ask for anything in return because that is a divine gift that I have, or I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. That's part of that contract. Makes you think that, makes you feel as if you should give all that and receive nothing in return, nothing at all, because it's what you're here to do. Who thought that? Ain't that what some of y'all still in that? But see, when the universe brings your turn around, they say, okay, awakened one, what you put out is now coming back. We're going to bring it on back to you. We're going to have someone offer you financial support, give you an unexpected gift. Hey, we're going to even have somebody compliment you today on how nice you look. It get uncomfortable for y'all. It gets uncomfortable because that contract is in play. The subconscious contract is in play, which is limiting and prohibiting you from being comfortable in accepting wealth in whatever form that it comes in accepting abundance, in whatever form that it comes in. You start to think first why you don't deserve it. No matter what it is, you think why you don't deserve it. This is a soul agreement that you've had that has shown up through many lifetimes. And then guess what? Your opportunity passes. You be thinking you right on the cusp of moving on up, things changing, the doors opening. You're like, yes, something's come through. This is it. I'm on the timeline. Boom, I'm about to make it happen. And then guess what? That protection mode goes up for y'all. Self-protection. And you push it away. See, the program of being both spiritual and wealthy, and most felt the two don't go together. That's what you felt lifetime after lifetime, has kept many people limited in receiving abundance. You are on a timeline now that supports a release from this contract. Supports a release from it. Time to let it go. It's no longer active. It's void. It's voided out. You say, Dr. Dawn, how do I do this? How do I void it out? Let me know so I can click void, remove. It's going to come in the form of a clearing of your solar plexus chakra. Yeah, your solar plexus chakra is going to be adjusting during this time to assist your nervous system with feeling safe. Yeah. Your energy field will now change so that you don't have the subconscious feeling to protect yourself from abundance. Now, it's some things you're going to be doing actively and indirectly. You're going to be getting guidance. You ain't going to even realize it's guidance. You may just happen to maybe one day sit down and start visualizing or talking about all the things you desire right now. This is your solar plexus. This is your higher self. This is all of the energies working with you to guide you in these moments. They'll be subtle, but they're going to be guiding you towards releasing this contract. If you want to get real intentional with it, you can say, hey, I'm ready to work on this contract. What we doing today? Show me what we doing to clear it out. What we doing? Make it clear to me so I know when it's happening, I can be grateful and I can say, okay, we're doing it. You're in the energy field now on this timeline to actively do that. For many of you, abundance supports your purpose. You must be in an abundance energy. And for souls who are here on mission, this contract clearing will be guiding you towards being more authentic, because that is what aligns you with the abundance, the authenticity. That has always been the key. It is now being emphasized so you know where your growth will be shown. Authenticity is the only way you can make this contractual agreement released. So you see what I'm saying, y'all? You see how Dr. Dawn said, now y'all about to be seeing and moving a little differently? Like I gave you the example with the client that I had that was getting ready to take me out my authenticity to provide a service that I knew wasn't going to align or do much for this person because of what they were willing to do, or shall I say, not do. And I was going, if I move in that direction just to make a dollar, baby, guess what? My soul contract is not, it's in play. I'm still moving in scarcity. I'm moving in feeling as if I'm not going good enough to receive it. That's why I gotta adjust myself to get it. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. The changes that you're going to see as it relates to you clearing out this contract to get this abundance, the changes will be subtle. It'll be subtle. So, for example, some of you may have like sometimes when some people talk about money or bills, they get tense. They get tense because you just feel the stress and strain. Well, as you're clearing out this contractual agreement you have, the changes that you may see, if that example pertains to you, is that you'll feel less tense when you think or talk about money. It won't be as tense. You'll be like, "Ooh, baby, this feel different now. Wait a minute. I think I'm clearing out this agreement because I'm approaching this different." The only thing, you guys, that is absolutely positively in your control while you are in this simulation on this here planet Earth is your energy. That's the absolute positive one thing you can always control. Your energy will determine how easy or difficult it feels for you to co-create. Your energy. Co-creation on the new earth, you guys, is realizing the meaning in everything that occurs in your experience. This is alignment. Everything that occurs in your experience is alignment. If you don't know why the universe keeps showing you this, or you don't know why this is happening, or you ain't in alignment. You're not in alignment. When you guys are in alignment, you will vibrate on the field with that alignment and bring in the right people, tools, resources that you will need while you're here on this journey. You guys are going to be using technology. Technology is okay. We don't have a problem with technology. We don't. We need it. So it's good. It serves a purpose. But I want you guys to always remember, technology can only amplify what it is given. So awakened ones, you will need to hold the frequency. Hold the frequency, stay rooted in love and discernment. That way, these technological tools will follow your consciousness and not the other way around. Don't be fooled. You stay in your love and discernment space. And these tools will follow your consciousness. See, they're trying to get y'all to do it the other way around. Let the tools determine your consciousness. by dumbing down your consciousness to a point where you're dependent on the tools. See, we're not doing that one. That one we're not going to do. So we're going to be going through much on this new timeline. Much is going to be happening on this new timeline and subsequent timelines afterwards between now and 2030. Because this ain't the only one, baby. We just getting started. Jumping for us, quantum jumping is going to be second nature. We get ready to get into it. We get ready to get used to it. We get ready to get comfortable with it, align ourselves with it. And we're going to activate these DNA strands. We shall, we will. It's going to be done. We can do it. It's a good one tonight, ain't it, y'all? Let me see what y'all talking about. I ain't looked at no comments again. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Big facts. Okay, y'all on here. Makes sense. Yes, only one who video is pausing and glitching. Oh, y'all still. Oh, that was earlier. Okay, okay. All right, everybody. I should have been looking at y'all. Y'all were pausing and glitching a little bit earlier. I didn't even realize that YouTube. Okay, all of these y'all are just commenting. Okay, okay, okay. Good, good, good. All right, what y'all talking about over here on TikTok? Somebody say the easy way out is the authentic way. That's the only way. That's the only way is authenticity. Okay, everybody's becoming aware of their time and their energy. That's what you guys must do. Get in an awareness of your time and energy. Now, I don't mean to scare off my clients. I don't. I really don't. Because Dr. Dawn is still here on mission and purpose and to be of service. But I just want to make you guys in awareness, not just with me, but when you're seeking services anywhere, the goal is for you in that moment to really understand why you're seeking services. I've been looking at my tarot card readers, baby. Let me tell you about these tarot card readers, baby. They doing the thing. They don't realize it, but many of them are starting to move away from the cards, but they're becoming the cards, and they don't realize it. I've been watching some of them. They'll flip one card and give you a whole like 5 or 10 minutes, baby, off the one card. And then they'll try to get back and flip some more. Spirit is getting ready to move them from them cards. Source is going to say, okay, get into y'all intuition. Y'all don't need them cards on this timeline. I can't tell y'all what to do. I can't. I cannot. But many of you are being guided to come on, get into that intuition. The cards were a supplement for you. They were a supplement. But now y'all getting ready to step on back because y'all doing it. And y'all doing it hard on this new timeline. Baby, I'm coming across people I ain't never seen before. So I know I'm on another timeline for sure. I'm looking at a lot of the practitioners, a lot of people doing readings. You know, I'm not even in the frequency of the psychic readings anymore. I used to see them up late at night. I see them on doing, I don't even see them no more on my timeline. I don't. Now, don't get me wrong. They're there for a reason and a purpose. You know, it's still beings that require, that they want to connect with deceased loved ones. Everybody's still evolving. Everybody is. Just not on my timeline. I haven't seen that as often anymore. But y'all gonna see a change in the spiritually based practitioners and how they're delivering services and what they're doing and how they're doing it. I saw one girl on TikTok, baby, she was asking for I think a $20 donation or something. She sat on the screen and said, I'm gonna give you peace and stillness. And baby, she sat there, the music was playing. She said, I'm gonna bring and transmit peace and stillness to you. Baby, she sat on that screen and had the little thing on at the top of for the donation. I said, girl, you better go on and do your thing and make up your own service. And she did that too. You watched her long enough, baby, she get you in this, she get your nervous system to this complex. She wasn't saying nothing. She wasn't doing it. She just sat there with the music playing, looking at you. When I tell y'all getting ready to be doing stuff that ain't gonna be no title for on this new earth, y'all getting ready to be doing stuff that ain't got no title. It's what you're doing. You're going to be authentically you, whatever that looks like. Whatever it looks like, and you're going to be shocked at how good and how well it does. How well it does. Get into what is being shown to you that is directly connected to you and what you can do authentically, individually, and the one of one, which is you, in your own way. I scroll through, I see so many concerts that took place. I mean, I like looking at concert footages sometimes, but y'all, now it's too overstimulating. It's great, but it's, you seen one concert, you seen them all. I'm pretty much, I'm getting ready to be out of that timeline too. I feel, because it doesn't align. It doesn't feel great. I mean, it's okay, but trust and believe. A lot of these beings know that there's a shift on the horizon. There's a shift. So you guys are going to kind of try to feel the energy of like this rapid kind of movement to get as much done by those who are of influence, get as much done as they can now, because they know that a shift and a change is coming. Well, it's here. It's actually here. It ain't coming. It's here. All right. Questions. We've been good tonight. Y'all been a good chat. Look at this. Y'all neck and neck in these chats. 62 over here on TikTok, 61 over here on YouTube. Y'all neck and neck. I love it. Are we feeling activated? Are you getting something? Is your soul receiving something tonight that it didn't have before? Did it receive clarity on something, insight, or just newness? Um, Absolutely. Good. I love that. Somebody said absolutely yes. Confirmation. Yes. I love that. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that, because y'all got to realize Dr. Dawn gets information that I use for myself, but I feel as if I am an in the moment person that is giving it to you guys in the moment that I'm getting it, because if it's relevant and pertinent to me, it shall be for you as well. It shall be. Many of us are vibrating at the same or similar frequencies. If not, you wouldn't be here. And so this is why, again, Dr. Dawn says she can't write no book. I can't write a book because I'm always in the moment. I'm always in the moment. So I just can't even sit still enough to even put a book together at all. Can't even put a book together about me, because I'm evolving by the second, the minute, the hour. Somebody said these downloads are so vivid. It's like when I was a child and astral projecting. Good. They're going to get even more vivid. Astral projecting is going to be like when y'all go to the grocery store. You're going to astral travel just like as easy and simple as you would to go to the store. It's going to become second nature. We must normalize it for you. Somebody asked me, did I like the movie? You know what? It was so much going on in that movie, and they tried to put so much in that it was kind of breaking up some good points and things that could have been a little more cohesive. But I thought in the beginning when this is a spoiler alert if you ain't seen it. I just got to say this one part. In the beginning, when that red cardinal came and sat on the table, in her kitchen table, and then after it left, she started speaking a different language. That's very similar to what happened to Dr. Dawn in her awakening moment. I was walking on the walking trail. A cardinal flew right in front of me on the walking trail, stood right in my path. So I had to go around the bird. It wasn't moving. It wasn't, stayed right there on that. I said, the bird, how you coming on the trail? And it ain't moving. And I got to walk around you, this bright red cardinal. Never forget it. And after that cardinal came is when my psychic abilities popped in, like hard, like hard. It's like it's the messenger. The cardinal is that messenger that brings the activations for many people. So I could definitely relate. As soon as that movie came on and that happened to her, I said, "Ooh, wait a minute, this hitting home. This is hitting home." Yeah. So for any of you who have encountered the cardinal is a bringer of strength when you're afraid to do something. After that, subsequently, anytime I had to deliver a message, a divine message, that cardinal would come and say, okay, I'm with you. Be strong. I got you. It'll bring you strength. It'll bring you insight. It will heighten your abilities. It is used by the spiritual realm quite often. So now y'all gonna see cardinals, them red cardinals, baby. Look for them. They send them to y'all to give you comfort and support. Yeah, good. Somebody say over here on TikTok, say a butterfly flew inside their car yesterday and sat there for a moment. Your frequency is good. That energy is great. That butterfly felt like hanging around. Wonderful. Wonderful. Good. Somebody say, I see red cardinals daily. Ask them, say, what you got to tell me? What you hear? What you got to tell them? Because they coming to tell you something or bring you something. Yeah. All right. I say all that. And Dr. Dawn wants to tell you all, if you're looking for a one-on-one session so we can get you together. Now, I'm noticing something too. I feel as if my services now are getting ready to pivot to the spiritual healers, practitioners, my light beings, my awakened ones. I'm starting to get y'all now, because now y'all are needing and requiring a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of insight, a little bit of a push, a little bit of just a little bit of something. So I'm seeing my clientele kind of switch a little bit. I'm here to be of service in whatever way I can. If you need some additional assistance with aligning, you're on the brink of it, you're teeter-tottering with it, you're playing with it, you're on that 30-day Align and Shine program. It will be available through the end of July, and then it will be discontinued. But these one-on-one coaching sessions, I'm going to make them generally open to whoever needs them. Spiritual practitioners, non-spiritual practitioners, anyone who needs to connect with their spirit guides, needs some additional guidance, additional clarification, additional confirmation. But y'all don't come for counseling. Somebody, the young lady last week said she needed a little counseling. No, not counseling. These are not shadow work sessions. That's different. Dr. Dawn's not doing shadow work right now. Not doing shadow work. That's a little different. So be in an awareness of where you are and what you're seeking in the moment. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much over there. All right. I think that's it, y'all. That's it. Looking forward to seeing you guys. So far, I've been on every Monday, y'all. 3 Mondays in a row. Y'all know Dr. Dawn usually slide out after 2 or 3, and I usually have to cross my legs for a second. But my spirit team, they ain't let me cross my legs. They say, let's keep going now. We got to keep going because we're at a pivotal time right now. So I'm gonna keep moving, and I'm gonna keep coming. And glitches or not, y'all, we're gonna get this out. We're gonna get this information out. We're gonna get it out. All right. Thank you. Thank you all for showing up. Okay. I'm going to get off of here. For those of you who enjoyed this information, please make sure you click that like button, subscribe. Come on, y'all. Keep commenting, keep talking in them comments, asking questions. You all are establishing community, and I love to see it. Let's keep that going. Thank you again for the views. Thank y'all for watching it 2, 3, 4 times last week because you needed to listen to it and hear it again. Keep it going. Keep it going. I love it. Here to assist you in whatever way that I can. Whatever way that I can. And one more thing, y'all, before I go. The young lady said last week, look at that. Somebody gave me $20. Y'all don't do that to Dr. Dawn. Maybe I'm going to fall out my seat. $20 is like $20,000. Thank you so much. Appreciate it so much. The young lady said last week in the comments, she say, Dr. Dawn, you let your people know if they don't want them ads, they can pay for a subscription through YouTube so they don't get no ads. Like, basically, girl, don't you worry about it. Let them worry about it. Like, you keep doing what you're doing and get it how you got to get it. I said, look, baby, she did it. Did she not? She got me together. She got y'all together. Ooh, so Dr. Dawn has adjusted the ads, but it seems like it's still a lot. I can't help that, y'all, because my channel is monetized now. I got to get something out of this, something monetarily. Um, that's how you get out the ads. You get the subscription to YouTube and get it ad free. Other than that, I got to do what I got to do, y'all. Got to do what I got to do. All right. Until next time. Until next time, I will see you guys next week. And y'all keep evolving and stabilize. Stabilize on this new timeline. Okay? All right. Ta ta.